Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And Larson, you ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
Let's do it.
What's first?
Oh, I don't have the thread up.
Yeah, I'm working on getting that up
Sorry.
right now. B-Man here.
Let's do that again. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And Larson, what do you say we answer some questions?
Sure, let's do it.
All right.
I got one here from B-Man, Patrick Sparks. Asks, what wrestler from each promotion would best deliver Leo's line, "I'm not fucking leaving"?
Not fucking leaving.
After losing a loser leaves town match.
Eric Young.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Seth Rollins.
He would probably be the most accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the most Leo version of it. Yeah. Pat McAfee. I think he could deliver it really. I do appreciate when the crowd was whatting Lacey Evans. He could not help himself. He got one in. What? Yeah, those are good answers there.
What about Hook in AEW? The first real thing he says. I know he's talked a little bit.
Yeah, Hook's not bad. Brian, I'm sorry, his dad really. Mm-hmm. Taz. If JR was like, "Hey Taz, I got a bad idea. I mean, I got bad news for you. I'm taking over all your spots. You got to get out of here." I ain't fucking leaving.
Yeah,
I could see Taz doing that. That'd be good.
That'd be good.
What about JR doing? I ain't fucking leaving.
No,
I'm not doing that. Who else is gonna crank it at the commentary desk and breathe heavy into the mic? What a weirdo.
Rob Zerver says, speaking of hats, what is the most iconic wrestler hat combo in wrestling history?
Oh, man. I mean, Anthony Tobias here has it right. So we should sort of disqualify this answer because it's too obvious. But it's John Cena. I mean, he's got a plethora of them, and then he always takes it off.
Yeah.
Frisbees it. Yeah.
I'll say Stone Cold. Yeah,
the
awesome
camo
316
one? The camo one? Yeah, that's
he's had several hats.
He's had a couple hats. Who else has had a good hat game? Andrade had a pretty classy fedora.
Yeah,
he had a good looking hat right there.
I mean, if we're including any type of hat, I'm just thinking baseball.
Oh, you're just thinking caps. Baseball caps? Yeah, I think it's Cena. It's sort of just Cena.
Yeah,
nothing.
It's Cena then. If that's the.
No, dude, come on, baseball hats? You kidding me? Ultimate Warrior.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good
Saying
one.
Best, not worst. Kyle, what will be the most impactful way Bayley makes a return to WWE?
Fantasy book, the best way to introduce Bayley back into WWE, Larson. I honestly wonder. I know I was hyping up Liv beating Ronda Rousey. They might have Ronda win that just so Bayley can come back. Wait, no, that match is at SummerSlam. Never mind. Liv versus
it is. Yeah, Ronda is SummerSlam match. Yeah, it'd probably be Liv beats Ronda, and then Bayley comes out and beats up Liv.
Yeah, that sounds
next feud.
That sounds right.
I mean, Ryan K. Lamb is a good point here. Bayley beats Roman for the WWE title. That would be the most impactful way.
So this is what it should be. Last man standing. Roman wins. Theory cashes in, fails. Bayley comes out. Peacock's Roman.
Mm-hmm.
That sets up their feud for the whatever the next big thing is going to be. Bayley wins that, but at the same time, she teams up with Asuka, and they beat the Usos for the undisputed tag team titles.
There you go.
That's ideally how you book Bayley's return. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be Liv beats Ronda, but Bayley, when she comes back, is probably going to, just by necessity of people loving Bayley, is going to have to be a good guy. So I don't know. Maybe Ronda's going to beat Liv, and then Bayley confronts Ronda. What do you see as a more likely outcome?
Maybe. I guess if they want Bayley to be a heel going forward, I guess that could be the case. But then, who knows if Ronda's going to stick around through the rest of summer and the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Bayley's good at getting people to boo her, though. Maybe they'll have her come out and people just mark out for the moment, and then Bayley comes back. I mean, they could do a face versus face, and maybe Bayley heals it up a little bit on the road too. But man, I don't know. Do you put there's another question. Bayley comes back to SmackDown. Do you put the title on Bayley? Do you put her immediately? You got to put her immediately in the title scene, right?
You'd think so, yeah.
Or does she do a thing with how about Liv beats Ronda? Liv leaves, Ronda's still out there. Bayley comes out, then she lays it on to Ronda.
Yeah. And you could do that to write Ronda off TV for a while.
Yeah, you could do that.
Big C asks if you could eat at any fast food location for free, which would it be? It would be the Barstow Del Taco. No question.
Yeah, I would hope that it would be any Del Taco. Like it's just it's like a...
It would be any Del Taco, but it would have the menu and the portion sizes of the Barstow one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. I just drive down the street and have Barstow Del Taco every night. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
White Brownie, you're tasked with coming up with a new gimmick match for both WWE and AEW. Steve is WWE and Larson is AEW. What are you pitching?
I need a new gimmick match for WWE.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Well, dude, I would take my favorite match of all time, which is probably the FMW barge or island match. Where like a dude it was like Mike Awesome, probably Onita's in it because he's in everything.
Yeah,
and they had a sickle.
Mm-hmm.
They had a sickle, and so I just put it. You just put a bunch of weapons on a small, very small island.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, 20 yards by 20 yards.
Yeah, and
then you just have them go at it, and this last man. It's a death match. It's a literal death match.
Yeah,
I'd pitch that.
So Die Hard Homer almost has it. It's a beat the clock gauntlet match.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So the first match, whoever wins first match sets the time. And if you can't beat that person quicker than that, you're out.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. Kobe asks, Big Red is a beautiful belt. What is your favorite belt from each current wrestling promotion? WWE, AEW, New Japan, TNA.
Favorite belt from each current big wrestling promotion. Okay, so if that idiot Wardlow hadn't changed the Laker colors on Janine, it would have been
Genie.
the TNT. What? Oh,
Genie.
Genie Bus. Not Janine Bus. Janine. It would have been that, but he did. He just turned it to the boring one.
Yeah, no. So it's probably the AEW title in AEW because that's a really good looking belt.
Like Wardlow, show some creativity.
I know.
Rebrand the title. Like
make it your own.
Even if you want to make it ugly like your t-shirts, do that. Like, it's like tech or whatever and a dog involved. Green, but it's like ugly green. My favorite belt from AEW right now is probably their main title, but the All Atlantic title is really, really good looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good looking title. From WWE, the NXT UK title.
Yeah, that's a good looking belt.
That's the title. That's the one.
New Japan. I guess that'd be the tag titles at this point. They're the only titles that kind of harken back to what the IWGP heavyweight title used to look like.
I'm coming around to the new world title. I'm fine with it.
It's not the best looking belt in New Japan though.
They didn't change the junior title. I don't like the tag titles. They didn't change the junior title. Oh,
that's right.
So it's probably
junior
the
heavyweight
title. Yeah.
You're correct. Yeah.
I'd go with that one.
And then TNA.
Oh man, they all look kind of similar. I'd go with the X Division title. Just a big old X.
Wrong answer. Digital Media Championship. Greg Morris, on the Muda scale, with 1 being a scrape and 10 being Eddie Guerrero, how much will Cody bleed against Roman? If it was up to Cody, they'd rename the scale the Cody scale.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And of course he'll bleed a lot. Internally, externally, in every single way possible.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I should have pitched. A first blood match. Yeah, the sickle match, that whole thing, it's also first blood.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Abe Froman says, with all the injuries in AEW, do you think this gives an opportunity for some of the dark regulars to show their skills on Dynamite or Rampage? or will they likely just have longer segments with established stars? They do have a really deep roster, like regardless of like who's, so I don't think they need to. Like you got plenty of really great names there. You don't really have to go into your deep reserves like that. So yeah, I kind of feel like, if the guy with the least name value is like Wheeler Yuta, you're doing pretty good,
Yeah. And then, as we've seen, it's given the AEW an opportunity to try to tell some Ring of Honor stories on the shows too.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how much that continues, depending, I would guess, on... you got to wonder how much importance Death Before Dishonor is going to have. Like, is Tony Khan using this as like, hey, this is what your product would look like. This is the kind of pay-per-view buys we have. This is the kind of trending, the Twitter trend stuff, Google Trends, all that kind of stuff. Like, this is probably going to be a pretty big deal for him trying to sell it to somebody,
Yeah, indeed.
Carlos says, if Ludwig Kaiser has survived twice a Gunther chop, what's the logical next step for Gunther to punish him? He suggests a nipple twist.
Well, that's not in Walter's arsenal of moves, though.
Right, he has not. Yeah, I mean, he could add it, but you're saying there's no precedence for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
well, he puts them over the top turnbuckle.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
puts his foot on their chin.
Yeah, that's good.
And then after that would be the powerbomb.
Yeah, and then an atomic wedgie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Put his head in the toilet and flush it. Was that a swirly?
A swirl? Yeah, that's disgusting. Let's see here. We'll end on this one. Come Tuesday says, not to mention any names in case you'd rather not mention them yourselves, but I've seen several, let's say problematic wrestlers have had matches recently. Can booking wrestlers with a less than stellar past be more harm than good for a promotion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think especially if you're a promotion that is still trying to make a name for itself, that's a surefire way to get yourself some negative publicity. And I'm not sure you want that these days. I don't think there's any proof that that's going to help you out. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there are certain promotions, like I know I've seen some dudes who got sort of, I guess, canceled to be the word during the speaking out thing, end up like in some smaller promotions in like Mexico. I mean, I think there are some promotions out there that are maybe so far removed from, I guess, the zeitgeist or what's been going on that they can afford to do that. If there's just a good wrestler, you put him down there, maybe that crowd where they are, it's like, whatever, like, I don't care. They rename the guy. I don't even know what he looks like or whatever. You put a mask on him or whatever. I think there are certain promotions that can, but if you expect to be relevant in, certainly like North America, it's going to get out pretty quick what you're doing. Like that's a good way to get some really nasty buzz on you.
Yeah.
So yeah. I kind of feel like it's not a great move to do that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Q&A. Thanks everybody for your questions. We appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, little notify bell. Do us a favor, give this video a like, a thumbs up. And we post these question threads for this on the Twitter every Monday at Real Going In Raw. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.